I started working with bats many years ago when I was doing wildlife rehab. When I came here to the University of Florida, I was working on my dissertation, and so I was happy to be able to still work with bats in the capacity of kind of helping the bat house here. The reason that the first bat house was built is because the bats were actually living in one of the stadiums. And so they were causing a little bit of a conflict with humans being there. And so they built the first bat house to try and get the bats to move out of the stadium into the bat house. The size of the colony, we think it's at least 300,000 and probably close to 500,000. I think it's really fortunate that we have the bats here and that we built these structures that have created a central location for people to be able to come view them. And it's a little bit slow at first, but then once they start coming out, they'll all come out. And so the biggest flush of bats will be like the first half an hour, 45 minutes, is when most of them will come out. You know, we think that they save farmers in the United States up to $50 billion by eating pests that then the farmers don't have to use pesticides, don't lose crops because they're getting eaten. And so there's a ton of benefits that people don't really realize.
You get the fruit from them, which is really useful because typically you would have to buy that and it's expensive, so the fact that it's on site is really nice. And then the bats themselves, they contribute a lot to the farm by eating the mosquitoes that come from Lake Alice right there, which helps us, not get bit up while we're working. They also predate a lot on pests that eat our crops, so they kind of act as like an ally to us.
That's really my biggest motivation, is trying to explain to people how cool bats are, and in hopes of helping them at least not be afraid of them a little bit, or at least accept them and welcome them to be there.